Hello everybody, it's your boy NoukonNeko, your perfect virtual freelance friend, a purveyor of good vibes. So today we are here to play some Genshin Impact. It's been alright, a couple of weeks since I last touched it. Yeah, after I finished the whole main Archon story quest, I was busy with Withering Waves to finish the big story that was over there, and now I am back here. I think, did I do the character story that was? No, I think I did. I think I did Movika and Lali's character quest in Genshin as well, because there was like a little event. It's not really an event, but it's like more like extra rewards if you complete those before a certain time period, and I think I did handle that. Also handled Spiral Abyss and Imaginary Theater, though I think Imaginary Theater just reset. But that's something to worry about later. What we're trying to focus on today for Genshin is the Springtime Charm event, which is the Lanturn Rite festival event that happens every year in Genshin. And it's usually a little bit longer than other events usually, but I think shorter than something like the summer event. So I'm hoping it isn't gonna be that bad, but usually it's pretty eventful. I think it's supposed to be fully voice acted, so it's a good one to stream. So that's why I've been saving this all the way until now to do. But obviously, if you could notice, there's only 4 days left, so I don't have much time. This is like the only week I can get it done, and pretty much wherever I can't get done in the next 3 days, I will have to kind of speed run it on the last day, and probably do that off stream because I'm faster off stream than it is on stream. But I think I should be able to finish in the next 3 days, right? But we don't know until we get there, so let's just start, see where it takes me. Obviously, I think I want to focus on getting most of the story part done on stream first. So if anything that is there, I'll prioritize that. And the mini games, those could always be kind of something I save until the very end. Oh, it's like I just realized when walking into Leeway that there isn't decorated yet, but I guess maybe you have to start the event for it to be decorated. And there's Hu Tao. It's been a while since I last saw her.
Tao!
Yeah.
She looks kind of troubled. Shall we go say hi?
Yeah, definitely a rare sight to see from Hu Tao.
Stop right there, heroes! What the? Oh, Xiangling! I was just kidding around. Happy Lanturn Rite. Hope I didn't scare ya.
Oh no.
Of course not. We were just about to go say hi to Hu Tao. I noticed, which is why I stopped you. We can't disturb her now, or we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Who.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift, but she's so used to her uniform that she's hesitant to try it on.
Oh.
What kind of outfit is it? A bright red one, of course. The color of prosperity and the color of Lanturn Rite. But just so you're aware, Hu Tao's not really been herself lately. Whenever I invite her to hang out, she either finds an excuse not to come or spends the whole time staring into space. I've tried asking her what's wrong, but she won't even admit there's a problem. Anyway, so that outfit was my way of saying that I'm here as her friend, and I hope she'll feel better soon. Paimon was just thinking that she looked kind of troubled.
Seems like it's a different issue that she's worried about, but you never seen Hu Tao like this before. What could it possibly be? Just then you feel something cool against your face. Someone has crept up behind you and is now covering your eyes. And hey, Lauren. Welcome to my stream. I don't think I've seen you around. Good so far. I literally just started the stream. I recognize those dulcet tones anywhere. Zhongli would do this. I don't think it's Zhongli. It has to be. I mean, man, if it was Zhongli, this would be so weird. I would not have expected that would be him out of anybody to do this. It has to be Director Who. Happy Lanturn Rite, Director Who.
Wow, Hutao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
She changes so quickly. Well, but she's not voiced. No. Oh no. Her English VA. Do I stream daily? I do. No, I don't. I stream like half the week usually. All thanks to Zhang Ling. Apparently it was custom made by a designer from Fontaine. I hope it didn't put you out too much?
Nope. The tailor happened to be in Liyue looking for a change of scenery and fresh inspiration. We got talking and really hit it off. So it was no trouble at all.
It looks pretty good on her. Well, that's good. Thanks again, Zhang Ling. You have an exquisite taste.
Oh, stop! I'm just glad you like it.
Sorry, Hutao. What's been bothering you? Huh? Why would you ask that? Is it my tone of voice? Not as sweet or melodious as you're used to?
Your voice is as sweet as ever, Hutao, but we're your friends. You can't hide how you're feeling from us, no matter how hard you may try.
Alright. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. I promise. It's just I've been struggling with a work-related thing.
Work-related? You mean the funeral parlor?
Uh-huh. So, you see, it's part of my duty as the director. Besides, it's Lanturn Rite. I don't want you to worry about me when you're supposed to be enjoying the festival. So relax. Everything will be A-okay. Because Director Who will find a way.
You stressing about work? That's gotta be a first. Guess it must be something super complicated, huh?
Yep, it's a doozy. I feel like I've been banging my head against a brick wall. Oh, so that's why she's been kind of spacing out. How long have you been streaming? Oh, I feel like it's been like 4 to 5 years. About that long. Let's go get Kaching. She'll know what to do.
Huh? You think Kaching would be able to help?
She can at least teach Hu Tao about a work-life balance.
Good idea! Especially since it's festival season. I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs is putting on a street fair with loads of cool stuff to do. Forget about work for now, Hu Tao. Come have fun with us. Yeah, take some time to relax and recover your energy. Then you'll knock this thing out in no time.
I mean, hopefully just no one dies around Lanturn Rite Festival. I'd love to, but I'm afraid I have a meeting to get to. A real meeting. I'm not just making excuses.
Aw, really? You sure you can't get out of it?
How about this? You guys go on ahead. I'll meet you on the fair when I'm done. Sounds good?
Okay, fair enough. But don't take too long. And after the fair, how about we all have a meal at Wanmin Restaurant? My treat, of course.
Count me in. I never turned down Zhongling's cooking.
Me neither! Paimon's drooling already.
Sounds like a plan. Hope your meeting goes well, Hu Tao. Don't worry about me. Get yourself to the fair. I'll join you as soon as I can. The E-Way celebrates the 8 adepts face a hidden calamity. So we just started. Event story. Have you been streaming for a long time? Have you earned from it or not? No, I haven't. I haven't really turned on monetization, even though I can. I kind of don't like, having all those ads on my channel. And two, streaming is kind of more of a hobby than, a way to actually earn money. Because technically I earn enough with my real job. So I don't have to worry about that. I can just stream wherever I want to stream and do what I want it to do. That's kind of how I've been when it comes to streaming.
So much stuff. I need to find a spot where I can write all this down.
Okay, so I guess we are checking out the street fair, which is kind of typical on how Lanturn Rite Festival or even New Year's usually is. It's, it's actually kind of crazy how I feel like Lunar New Year in precisely that it's something that I feel like is getting more like globalized. Like I heard like malls now kind of like celebrate it now, have little celebrations, and they do hand out like bread envelopes, but they don't hand out money. Apparently they hand you out coupons for their stores, which you can get, obviously discounts or sometimes free food. Well, it's just a way for them to advertise their shopping more, but I guess it kind of works. Oh, don't tell me Kaching isn't voice acted as well. This is the custom GIF envelope stall. You can pick up your preferred design, leave a custom message, and hand them out to friends and family. If you're interested, Madame Lang Yan, please take a look. Oh, Lang Yan, that's a new character.
Coins go inside the envelope? They look a little different from regular Mora.
And she's voiced. That's right. These are special edition fortune coined issued by the coinage office. There are 12 designs in total, each engraved with motifs from the Gunyan sigils that represents different blessings. Take this one, for example. This design is
The sign of Vice Ravana! Yes, originally an exorcism sigil, widely used in thaumaturgy. These days, it's used as a lucky charm to prevent disaster and bring favor. Quite popular with business owners, hoping for peace and prosperity. Oh, I interrupted you, didn't I? Oh, sorry. I just got a little carried away. I meant no offense, Lady Yuhong.
she's very knowledgeable with these type of things. Yeah, none taken, Madame Lan. Really, it's my honor to be a member of the historic Lan lineage. Your ancestors hailed from the 12 tribes of Chinyuvel and were renowned for their proficiency in the mystic arts.
You flatter me, Lady Yuhong. My family are but distant relatives. We would hardly consider ourselves the true heirs to that illustrious lineage.
There's no need to be humble. Your knowledge in the Gunyan sigils are quite impressive. A rare find in the Leeway Harbor of today. True heir or not, you do your ancestors proud, and given your level of erudition in the area, I may find myself requesting your help in the future.
Well, I won't deny that I pride myself on my level of learning. So by all means, it would be my pleasure to assist the Lady Yuhong.
Ka-ching! Hard at work with the festivities as usual, huh?
Ah, NoukonNeko and Paimon and Zhangling too. I was just thinking about you this morning. Wondering if I get to see you during the festival. Does she always think about us in the festival times? Or I guess maybe more than just the festivals, but still. Why don't you make your channel professional? Let me give you an idea. Oh, well, okay. So keep in mind when I'm reading reading the in-game dialogues. I'm obviously not reading chat at the same time, so it might take me a while to notice the chat. But again, I'm doing this more as a hobby. I'm not really trying to make a professional in the first place. So I guess don't worry about that. If you feel inclined to make suggestions, then go ahead and do it in chat. But I'm not looking for too much things to make it more better. I kind of just like it doing the way I like it. I hope you're keeping a reasonable work-life balance this year. Haha, oh, don't even go there. The Ministry of the Civil Affairs has had so much to do with this Lanturn Rite. Oh, before I forget, everyone, this is Madame Lanyan, a master craftswoman from the Chenyun Vale Artisans Art Associations. She kindly agreed to help the Ministry of Civil Affairs with this year's street fair. In a short while, you get to see her work.
Wow, nice to meet you, Madam Lan.
Madame Lan, allow me to introduce
The Traveler, his buddy Paimon, and Xiangling. Hello.
Oh, she knows us.
Oh, sorry. Interrupted again, didn't I? It's just quite exciting. Meeting these 3 people I've heard so much about. I never imagined I'd get the chance.
I think you mean 2 people, right? I'm just a chef. A good one, but it's not that much to get excited about. You don't need to include me just to be polite.
Oh, I beg to differ. The first meal I ate in Liyue Harbor was at Wanmin Restaurant. Xiangling's cooking gave my taste buds plenty to be excited about.
Hello, Madeline. Nice to meet a master craftswoman. She's a master craftswoman. Wait, what does she make?
Please, call me Lanyan. And I'm no master craftswoman. Just a humble maker of handicrafts.
I'm sure anyone who's seen your work would disagree. Speaking of which, I'm sure you'd all like to see it. Why don't you come with me and I'll show you? Ah, so you're an artist. Well, unfortunately, I'm not actually looking for anybody to do any artwork for me. Most because I kind of prefer to kind of do most of the things I can on my own. So I will probably say no to that. And the other thing is, I really don't like it when I'm like in the middle of the game story and someone's trying to solicit on the channel. So please try not to do that. There it is. This is the game for the street fair where you duel with a rattan figures. It's called Immortal Combat. There are 8 rattan figures in total, and thanks to do some ingenious design work, they can move around on their own. Madame Lan took inspirations from the legends of the 8 adepts. Astonishing, isn't it?
Sounds amazing! But what are the 8 adepts? Are they like adepti?
They're not actual adepti, but 8 legendary people said to have adeptus-like abilities, which earned them the title of the 8 adepts.
Wow, Paimon's never heard that story before.
They were only around for a short time, and it was 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, so their stories aren't nearly as well known as those actual adepti. Also, did you notice this year's Ming Xiao's lantern when you arrived in the harbor?
Shaped like a huge tree, right?
Yes, it is said that during the Arkan War period, there were a divine mountain in Liyue with a giant tree on the summit. A tree who was also a god named Tao.
Oh, I think I heard that one from a storyteller once. The sanctification of Tao Du. So Tao Du is the giant tree?
Tao. So I guess you just have the U kind of silent. Okay. And this tree was also a god? Correct. And back then, people thought behind Tao Du was the realm of the dead. And if you committed grave sins in life, your soul would be unable to pass beyond the tree and into the afterlife.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taudu when you die." It's very insulting though, so don't go around repeating it.
When the Archon War arrived, Tao Du was dragged into the fighting. Disturbing the realm of the dead, the boundary between life and death became blurred, and death began to encroach on the realm of the living.
Oh no! And then what?
That's where the sanctification of Tao Du comes in. The 8 adepts rose up to solve the crisis and laid down a great magic array to purify Tao Du.
Exactly. After that, Tao Du remains sank into the ley lines and became a border, separating the living of Liyue from the dead.
Wait! The border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
So the legends say, but who knows if it's true?
Those 8 adepts must be super powerful if they could purify a god. Are we sure they weren't just adepti?
Yep. And in fact, their tale specifically emphasizes that most of them were ordinary humans.
If I remember right, they were from several groups that joined forces. A Guixiang one, a Lianxiang one, and...
Right! The 3 hermits of Guizang, the 2 sages of Lianshan, and the 3 beasts of Tao Du. Collectively, the 8 adepts. The mainstream narrative holds that the Guizang hermits and the Lianshan sages were human.
I know one of the hermits was Wind Reader, said to be the founder of the ancient art of Kuimen divination. If I'm not mistaken, he hailed from the 12 tribes of Chenyu Vale. His descendants became the Lan clan and kept the art of the Kuimen divination alive. Madam Lan, correct me if I'm wrong.
That's certainly what the clan genealogies claim, although my personal knowledge of Qimeng divination is very patchy.
Second hermit story is somewhat more amusing. He mastered the art of fishing with a rod and line and became known to people as the Yunlai angler. You may have heard of Yunlai swordsmanship, which is the style I trained in. Both that style and its more ancient variant has origins in the Yunlai angler rod wielding techniques. Oh, okay.
Seriously? Did Shinsho tell you that? Because it sounds like something right out of a martial arts novel.
Yeah, it kind of does.
So what about the 3rd hermit?
That would be the Wu Wang kid, also known as the Old Man Wu Wang. The story goes that he always presented himself in child form. As a hermit, his expertise lay with Kuhan sigils, which used to catch demons, heal disease, and protect lives from encroaching presence of death. The Wang Shan funeral parlor should be best acquainted with the story, since their founders were said to have studied over the Wu Wang kid. They were just ordinary people just like you and me, but when faced with the mounting disasters, they used what strength they had to guard the borders between life and death. Fortunately, they were aided by the knowledge of secret art, which the funeral parlor still practices to this day.
So it's true? The Wangsheng funeral parlor really does have a secret art?
I heard from Hu Tao that she has a flaming staff handed down by her forebears. Apparently it has special powers used for cleansing rituals. But it could just be another one of her tall tales. Oh, you probably haven't met Hu Tao yet, have you? She's the director at the funeral parlor.
I've never had the pleasure, but I've certainly heard of Director Hu Tao.
Okay, well, these Guizhong hermits sound pretty legit. How about the two sages and the three beasts? What's their story?
One was a sage Hu, a master of the gourd crafts, and the other was Sage Jian, as an expert in the bronze mirror. Very little information survived on these two. All we know that they practice the secret arts of Ling Shan, earning them the title of the two sages of Ling Shan.
I heard there's a hidden palace deep in the mountains south of the Stone Gate. Traditionally, that's believed to be where they retreated for cultivation.
As for the three beasts, their retreat was Mount Tao Do, hence the three beasts of Tao Do. As their title suggests, these three were not humans.
So, what were they? Monsters or something?
They were Ganyu?
Huh? All three of them?
What? Oh, Ganyu's actually here. Happy Lanturn Rite, everyone. Oh no, she's also not voice acted. Oh god, it's like that's like more than half the characters that are not voice acted.
Oh, right. Ganyu's here. Okay.
Happy Lanturn Rite, Ganyu. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Of course not.
What is it? Ning Guang's back? Yes, the others have arrived too. Got it. Thanks. My apologies, everyone, but I gotta go. Ganyu and I have important work to attend to.
Aw, what? Not you too? Seems like everyone's busy with work.
You know what it's like. The festival season is upon us, so it's all systems go at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Don't worry, everything's fine. Yes, you can focus on enjoying on everything that the street fair has to offer. And if you find anything that's not to your satisfaction, we will welcome your feedback. Bye for now, everyone. One second, Ganyu. Why is it NoukonNeko? Don't forget to take breaks. Look after yourself. Forgot to
The
close off my
especially
co-op.
nice today, checking in on everyone's well-being. Well, what other option does he have? It's not like he can drag them away from their desks and force them to have fun against their will.
Thanks for your concern. We'll be sure to take care, and I hope you do the same.
I actually have something I need to do as well, so I should get to the Wangshang funeral parlor.
Oh, are you looking for Hu Tao? She's supposed to meet us here so we can grab lunch. Why don't you come with? If you don't mind the extra company, of course.
Not at all. I'd love to. What a nice surprise.
Perfect! Hu Tao should have joined us here by now. I guess her meeting overran. Why don't we head to the funeral parlor? Okay, let's go!
And yep, it'll throw me into let's see. Can I actually continue the story while I was here? Right, thank you, boats. Okay, go back to single player mode. Okay, so this took us all the way back to the beginning, but we're just gonna skip through all this.
Wow. Shaped like a huge tree, right?
There's no skip option. There's no skip option.
I heard that.
I think they have that for like Honkai Star Rail.
No.
That's where the sang.
It happened. I feel like no matter what, this always happens when there's a very long dialogue that somebody accidentally joins because I forgot to turn off co-op
That's certainly what
for auto join.
technologies claim.
And I have to always go all the way back to the beginning of the dialogue.
So it's true.
I heard from Buddy.
I've never had the.
Okay, well, these.
I can review it. I just can't
I heard there's.
skip. And I feel like Star Rail has ways to skip it nowadays.
Oh, right. Ganyu's here. Of course. Aw, what?
So long, so long. Okay, we're almost there. We're pretty much there. Guess it's nice if you're trying to
Travelers being especially nice. Well, what other options?
save a dialogue. And you need someone to get you out of dialogue. You could just have someone join your world. You can save it for later.
I actually have.
Because I guess the other problem is if you don't have time for the conversation, that there's no way to really go back to it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so it looks like I got the event started, which has usually a lot of mini games involved. But there should be... Oh, what are these? Tour locations. Okay. Activate coins, rotate. So these are like collectibles? To increase your progress. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it. I think you just have to go there and just interact with the coin. But one of these should be the main quest, right? Maybe it's not the screen. Okay, it's definitely not that. Oh yeah, I think I heard that you could send envelopes to other players. And I had like friends who were trying to send stuff to me, but they couldn't because I haven't started the event. Dear NoukonNeko, I am not well versed in the writing of gift envelopes, but Master told me I need only to offer the recipient of my heartfelt blessings. As I am reading a book that John Leon lent me a few days ago back, I came across a few lines I liked very much. So I copied them down to offer to you. Winter wanes, and away drift the lanterns of spring's inception. The land beneath bathe a lush green hue. How does one part with such a tender sentiments? Fine as silk threads, boundless as the ocean waves. I wish you happy Lanturn Rite, NoukonNeko. Okay, so got some envelopes from some friends in the game. The next one, Cloud Retainer. I will always remember her as Cloud Retainer. Can never remember her like actual character name. Most esteemed NoukonNeko, the disciple of mine, spent 2 whole nights outside gazing up on the moon, and for all the sake of writing a single gift envelope. When I urged her to drink some tea, she nearly ended up drinking the ink before her instead. Honestly, in any case, since she was written hers, I shall too write one for you. Word of the tireless struggles and my myriad hardships that filled your days has reached one's ears. Yet the Lanturn Rite has come around once more, so set aside your worldly burdens for a moment and soothe your spirit for a few idle cups of tea. Should any dare to trouble you, come sit before the gate of one's mountain's abode. Then we shall see who still has the audacity to disturb your repose. That was really, really Palpatine-like. Okay, I should give it to my companions. Oh, okay, but some of them are locked. I need to do more of the story, then I will lock more options. I can give one to Eula. It's part of the event, right? Haven't seen Eula for a long time. I think you have to really visit all of them, really. But Eula is one of my earlier favorite characters to interact with, so... Oh, he really is here.
This should be enough.
Eula, this gift envelope is for you. Oh, no gift envelopes, what? Oh, I had to design one. Okay, don't do anything bad, I got it. Paper style. Okay, let's go with this. My best buddy receiver to my idol receiver. What am I to Eula? It's a good question. I could be very, very poetic right here. To the stars and that which lies on the distant horizon. It's very worded though if you did that. I kind of like to be more short and precise. And if I'm going to do that, let's just start with Happy New Year. Oh, I could actually do like in the middle. Let's just do something like this. Happy New Year. Wishing you happiness, joy as well. Lots of delicious food and drink. And end it with this. Let's continue our adventures together next year. Oh, I can also put stamps and stuff. Ooh. So many options. Well, there's probably more. Oh, but I haven't unlocked it all. It's a bit a lot of options. Probably just gonna stick with this for now. Let's keep it simple. Oh, hey, Sino. Welcome back. I remember you. Okay, I think I saved it, right? Can I leave? Gift?
This is for me? Thank you. This is the first time I've received something like this.
When did you come here? You know, I don't remember the timing, but definitely I feel like sometime. Is it really your first time? Man, I feel like there's always a lot of Sinos then if you're like this is your first time here for like I could just wonder if someone else named Sino that came here and I was sure it was you.
I didn't expect to run into you here. Amber and I just split up to go shopping. We're bringing back gifts for everyone at the Knights of Favonius.
What did you get?
Some small trinkets and toys. Oh, and some tea for Jean. It's from Chaoying Village. I heard that tea also has an energizing effect, so I thought it might be a nice change of pace for her. Still, the brewing process for this kind of tea is pretty complicated. The vendor had to spend a lot of time explaining it to me. Thankfully, I already knew a bit about tea etiquette, so I caught on relatively quick. Here, this tea cake is for you. It's from Chaoying Village. Amber really liked it, so I decided to buy some. We're going to check out the Mingxiao Lantern later. Maybe we'll ask someone to take a picture for us. I would do it myself, but unfortunately, neither of us brought a camera.
I guess I have a camera. But let's see. Okay, I'm looking back actually at the history. The other person was literally just named Sino. Was there like a competition of who's like the real Sino going on that I don't know?
Themselves to the heavens. God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Yeah, the other person was just named Sino. And that person was around at the beginning of December. It was joining on several of my streams when I was doing a bunch of Genshin stuff in general. But anyways, well, since you're a new person here, welcome to my stream. Oh, Sino versus Sino in TZG. I forgot how to say the whole thing. But they almost every time they talk about in Genshin, they always say the whole full name of the card game. Trading card game, but I feel like there was something longer than that. And you guys would like talk in like Yu-Gi-Oh kind of card battling ways when you guys play against each other, right? Is that how the way of Sino? Trading card game playing? Genius Invocation trading card game. Yeah, that's the whole name of it. Oh my god. I feel like, you know, most people in real life would find a way to probably shorten the name. They wouldn't say the whole thing like that, but man, in Genshin, they always say the whole name. Okay, I think this is the story right here, right? I'm pretty sure that's the story. Sword and Butterflies. This one, I guess I could visit a bunch of characters, hand them envelopes. And I already made one, or I handed one to... my character. And this one lets you just see other people. And you can gift friends as well. You can send one gift over to a friend who has unlocked the send gift option. Who to give? Because I think it's gonna reset soon, so I probably have to hand it to somebody. I'll just hand it to the first person on top of the list for now. There you go. Wait. Wait, leave. New gift envelope. Wait, can I delete this one? Okay, delete this one. I'll just stick with the same ones for now. The English VAs are on strike, so there won't be that much. Yeah, no kidding. I was expecting a little bit more. I was like thinking maybe 1 or 2 characters, sure, but like I think there has been just 3 characters so far that I noticed that doesn't have voice acting. It's crazy how long the voice, the VA strike is going on. I understand why they're doing it, so sure, they can take all the time they want, but man, that also means that they are not, since they're not working, they're not getting paid during that time, right? They are probably getting paid through something else, like some savings that they have, but eventually that's probably gonna run out. That's the kind of risk they're taking by doing this strike. But hopefully they get what they want, so things can get back to normal eventually. Okay, let's keep on giving everybody. If I can give it to everybody on my list very quick, probably very ideal. Because my list isn't too big. Eventually, should be able to send to everybody. Oh. And I need to not do this. Only Paimon, Zhongling, Lanyan, and Baiju? Oh my god. How many is that are mute then? I mean, Eula was talking when I was talking to her earlier. Some of the more like smaller side characters like in the story, I guess. Card changes like that. Gift. Okay, already gifted. Okay. Everybody's gifted, and I guess this might be a lot to go through, but again, I'll focus on the main story first. I think this is all mini games, right? There's 3 mini games. Probably. Let's go ahead and continue with this.
Try and stop me!
And I got pulled into something earlier, just outside the funeral parlor. So in other words, Butler, you'd like to go without the drums?
Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations.
Understood. What about paper effigies for burning? You can do mansions, chariots, boats, or sedan chairs?
Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a fan of ostentation.
In that case, how about the effigy of a silk gown? Something to please the family, but not too over the top? Does that sound alright?
It sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Who.
Great. And will you be providing your own cinerary casket?
Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an excellent block of gloomwood and had an artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf.
Gloomwood is a good choice. Oh, it's quick. Gloomwood is a good choice. Flame resistant, water resistant, and insect resistant. Now, what about the morning tent and the possession? Did family say what style they want? We certainly can keep them simple, but I wouldn't recommend foregoing them entirely. You don't want to mind the public speculating about why the Fenyun Commerce Guild wouldn't want to afford a proper funeral. You know, she's going through the whole process, the whole checklist for funerals, which isn't simple. It's not often do you have funerals, so you don't know it unless you work for a funeral parlor, I guess.
It's like you read my mind. Master expressed the same concern, but he also said he has full confidence in the Wangshang Funeral Parlor's judgment in this area.
Very well. Then my suggestion for the tent would be sloped roofs, one with ridged spine and two of them curved at the top. 36 seats, no more, no less, and all with fresh silk covers. But not just any silk, they should be decorated with the Fenyun symbols. The front, we want a moon gate, a grand preceptor armchair, and bamboo railings, and sufficiently grand that's tasteful and measured. Would this be suitable, Butler Ann?
That sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down, make them tortoiseshell. His lordship is very fond of that color.
That can be arranged. How about the procession?
Master requested no music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy, plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same.
In the carriage?
Open sedan chair, please, with 4 pairs of white plaques and 20 pairs of red plaques.
Any ceremonial weaponry and such?
Yes, 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners, 4 items per set.
Okay, for the gold weaponry, a 4 set would be a mace, battle axe, stirrup, and fist. So 2 of each of those, and then we can do 2 clear passage banners, plus 2 each of the flying tigers, flying carp, and the flying turtle banners.
That will do nicely.
Alright, last thing. How about hanging the banner in the portrait pavilion?
For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do 1 incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One is a changing room, the other is a display room, and we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing.
Did you want the embroidered?
Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow, but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be?
Well, the Fenyun Commerce Guild is large and Parsons family with 4 generations living under one roof. As the founder of the family, his lordship could not be more blessed. Added to that, he reached a ripe of old age, lived a virtuous life, and spending his final days in peace and comfort. All in all, he has lived a very complex life. In any case, I recommend the embroidered bats of longevity motif and a cranes of deer of youth motif to pass on the good fortune to the next generation.
Excellent! I must say, Director Who, you really understand your clients.
Of course. And think nothing of it. Miss Bywin?
Greetings, Director Who. Lady Ningguang has arrived, and she would be most grateful if you could join her at Yujing Terrace.
Wow, that was quick. Alright, I head over in 2 ticks. Butler, my sincerest apologies. I'm afraid I have another meeting to get to.
Of course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Barry, can I leave you to follow up the Fenyun funeral arrangements?
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
Man, that was very long.
The family is truly blessed. It seems their directors go from strength to strength with each generation.
She's like so detailed. Both her and him, they're so detailed in every like little thing they do.
I agree. She was born for the job.
Ah, yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get the chance to discuss payment with the director.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yes?
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now. No public announcements.
Of course. You have my word.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu Tao. Is she here?
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
I feel like I was like standing right in front of this whole area and she would have walked past me if, you know, I was like actually there. But okay.
Any idea when she'll be back?
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time. If it's anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you and I'll relay it. You can always wait till she's free.
Well, this sucks. Paimon thought Hu Tao would be done with work by now. I guess she's got more on her plate than we realized. Well, there's not much point in hanging around here. Why don't we go eat and come back later? Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu Tao? It sounded like she's gonna be a while. Besides, I can always fire up the stove again when she's back. Okay, sounds good. Madam Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us. Madam Lan?
Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you.
Alright, Fairy, we'll head off then. Can you let Hu Tao know where we are when she gets back?
Sure. Take care, everyone. Butler Anne?
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the black hair is?
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Chenyu Vale,
Something the matter?
Well, it's just... So the other day, when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure. Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure. There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole room chilly. The whole thing seems very sinister.
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural causes behind his lordship's condition? Well, I've heard they practice Chi-Man magic in Chenyu Vale. Pentad fortune conveyance, fate transference, and the like.
The last thing I want to do is start suspecting anyone, but... with his lordship bedridden and Master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think. Sorry. Look at me rambling away. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid. Please forget I said anything and certainly don't repeat this to anyone else.
So wait, they think he's
Don't
getting
worry,
cursed?
Butler Anne. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion. Client confidentiality is paramount.
Quite the scandal if that was true. Oh, huh? That was too quick. Something about... I need to finish something first before I could... Oh, search for a position. You gotta be kidding me. Hold up. I have a quest. This quest is being blocked because of another quest? Which one? Which one? Something about... this one. So I had to take a little detour. Okay, wait. I need to catch up with the chat very quick. There was a lot of things happening while I was going through all of that long dialogue, but Lanturn Rite is easy. Probably because you play a lot of Tetris as a kid. We have to play some Tetris in Lanturn Rite. That'll be interesting when I get there, I guess. Are you pulling for father? When you talk about father, are you talking about Arlecchino? Normally, if there are characters that would pull, I would actually do a pull video as soon as they're available. So if you haven't seen a pull video for them yet, it's probably because I haven't really decided to really pull for them, and probably won't, most likely not, unless something really changes my mind. But there's also the fact that when it comes to the current characters that are available, I already have Arlecchino. Right here. Oop. So yeah, I do like her, and she does do pretty well. And whether she needs more copies, I don't really feel like the need of it quite yet. If anything, maybe it's a good time to really pick up her weapon, because her weapon is a special kind of weapon, actually. But yeah, for now, especially when I just got Movika, which is another pyro character, I haven't had a need to make them. They're both pretty strong as they are already, so I haven't had a need for extra copies or really pull for their weapons. If I was gonna pull for weapon, I probably would pull for Movika's weapon out of everything. But because I pulled and did a lot for Movika, I don't have much to pull with. Which, anyways, even if I did decide to pull, oops, can't do it from that shortcut menu. Yeah, I don't really have much right now, so it's technically better for me to save up for more important things. And then yeah, smudge yap. Yeah, that was a very long one. Wait, who had glasses? Wait, was it one of the NPCs or wait? Because I don't think Huta had it, right? Okay, hopefully this little detour doesn't take too long to get through. Imagine this other quest is another character quest that I just, when you, I like unlock it because, these take keys to unlock. So I try to unlock them, but I'm not like actually ready to actually do them. But it might cause some characters to get pulled from other story, and that makes it hard for me to actually progress. So nowadays I try to avoid starting quests unless I am really trying to actually finish it nowadays.
We searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Ah, hey there, buddy. Dr. Baiju. What brings you out this way?
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments to update us on?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates, I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding area thoroughly, but didn't find anything.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
We'll take that area.
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
Surprised I didn't have like an option to, like, to pull them out from this quest and into the event. Wait, can I continue it now? Is that all I need to do? Is it Baiju that I just need to pull away? Looks like it's fine.
Dad, I brought some friends over. I'm cooking today. Dad? Dad?
Over here, Xiangling.
Oh, there he is. He's over at Ying R's place. Let's go say hi.
Ying R's place?
Huh? Timaeus? What's wrong with him?
That scent. Oh, this is so embarrassing. A few days ago, he said he wanted to come and spend the festival with me, but he started to feel unwell as soon as he arrived last night, and now he's gone and passed out. I think maybe the journey took it out of him, or perhaps he caught a cold on the way. Anyway, I was about to take him to Boo Boo Pharmacy to see the doctor, so I asked Chef Mao to watch the store while I'm gone.
Ah, okay. Here I thought it was going to be something scandalous happening, but I forgot that there was this whole little story about him being like falling in love with her. So I forgot what he did, but he did things that kind of impress her. And eventually they did end up going out.
Wait, you weren't gonna carry him all that way by yourself, were you? Let us help.
I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Don't mention it. Let's just go get him to the doctor.
If you're sure. I'm very grateful for the help.
Why don't I watch the store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, this is Madame Lan Yen, a craftswoman from Chenyu Vale. You can trust her.
Oh, a friend of yours then. Thank you, Madame Lan Yen. That would be a huge help.
A lot of people don't really know her.
Xiangling, I guess that means we're free to head back. Let's get cooking so the troops can feast on their triumphant return.
Great minds think alike, Dad. Go on, get Timaeus to Boo Boo Pharmacy. And don't forget to come eat when you're done.
Thank you all.
Meanwhile, you bring Timus to the Baba Pharmacy where Baiju will take him to the back for examination. That's why he needed to continue that one story, just get Baiju back to the store. You're surprised to see two other familiar faces there. NoukonNeko! Paimon, it's been a long time. Happy Lanturn Rite. Happy Lanturn Rite. Sengshou and Changyun. Thank you. Here's hoping it will be...
What do you mean by that? Oh no, did you get sick too?
No, not me. Sengshou. That's right. These are my dear friends. The truth needn't be hidden from them. It's my great-grandfather. A few days ago, he didn't have the strength to get out of bed, and now he slipped into a coma. Oh no.
Sorry to hear that. That sounds really serious.
It's not looking good. You have several doctors that come and see him, but none of them could tell what was wrong, and all left without even writing a prescription. Oh no. That's like the worst thing that can happen when no one knows what's going on.
None of them could figure out what it was? That seems strange.
Yeah, that is. Well, he is over 100 years old now. It's just struggling to come to terms with it. Yeah, 100 years is a long time to live for a person. Our butler came to see me a few days ago, insisting that the great-grandfather has been cursed. He urged me to get an exorcist involved. Oh, we're talking about the same person that the butler was serving. And coincidentally, Lin Yan is here, and I think it's her that's doing it. So I went to take a look, and inside his lordship's room, there was definitely a strange chill in the air. But I'm confident it's not caused by evil spirits. Oh yeah, he is an exorcist, so yeah, they would have him here. Then what is it? Well, this is just a theory, but I think that it's fine. You can say it's a fetter of death. Sign that death is near.
Oh no. Singcho, this must be so hard for you.
Thank you. I'll be okay. Honestly, my father and grandfather are the hardest hit by it. But we are as prepared as we can be under the circumstances. I believe my father already contacted the funeral parlor, and I'm here to see if Dr. Baiju can help. My father and grandfather are at home fasting and praying.
Feeling any better?
Much better. Feel as fit as a fiddle. Or twiddle. I'm sure this is all because I forgot to eat breakfast.
It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the instrument, not the finger twitching.
It's nothing serious. Probably just exhaustion from the long journey. Then not resting properly afterwards.
It's all my fault.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the recipe. That should sort him out. But if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
Thank you, Dr. Baiju.
Looks like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief.
Nira says you helped bring me here. Thank you so much. Oh, don't mention it.
Ying-ar, you should probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lanyan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
Dr. Baiju.
Ah, Master Xingqiu. I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought.
What do you mean? Baiju wasn't speaking the whole truth just now. Timaeus' situation is exceptionally strange and strikingly similar to this lordship's condition. I didn't know that the snake had a name, but it can talk. I imagine he's like, I guess, does that mean he's like a adepti? Wait, so Timaeus had the same illness as my great-grandfather?
It would appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se. The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate.
What? Really?
Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
Not only does it mystify Baiju, even I never witnessed such as malady. Of course, it was not long ago that I have since forgotten. Timaeus is in his prime of his life, so a little extra exhaustion is nothing dangerous. But his lordship is so advanced in years already. That's terrible. So something is serendipitously cutting years off their life?
Cutting years off their lives? What a turn of phrase. That sounds horrible.
Right. So Baiju even tried using secret arts on Timaeus earlier. But it's useless. This is a most stubborn disease.
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Chingsa to look for a certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky. Oh, and speaking of Chingsa, has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu?
To Chingsa Village, you mean? Yes, we visit there every year during the Lanturn Rite to run a clinic. But this year, before the clinic even started, they sent someone all the way here to ask for medical advice. The situation seems urgent.
And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Chingsa Village during his journey. I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
Oh. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe great-grandfather visits some friends in Chingsa Village. I forgot the name, how to pronounce it. Not long ago, my father went with him. Aha, just as we suspected. What is it? I heard the rumors about a god's remains in Chingsa. Is that what's causing this? God that remains? Which one? Well, first I would read about this in a book I bought from a street vendor, so it's not the most credible source. But the book told of a hidden palace in the Chingsa Village range called the Hidden Palace of Zhao's Formula. It is enchanted with the 7 and 8 gates method, in which it suppresses countless evil spirits, and most revered of them being a god known as Tao Do. Or Tao Du.
Wait, so Tao Du's remains? That's what's causing this mystery illness?
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I do suspect a connection with Chingsa Village, I highly doubt that god remains are the cause.
That's right. The slightest trace of god remains in Baiju, I would have sensed them.
Good point. Then what could be the true cause?
Master Xingqiu, I will head to Chingsa Village to investigate further after Chi-Chi returns. Hopefully, I will have more answers after that.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, we're pros at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance.
Thank you for everything, Dr. Baiju.
Merely doing my duty.
Well, you take care of yourself too, Dr. Baiju.
Don't worry about me. I'm keenly aware of my limits.
NoukonNeko, Paimon. It was good to see you, but now I must return home and relay Dr. Baiju's word to my family. I'll come with you. I want to take a look at his lordship's room. Very well. Bye, everyone, and don't worry about me. I'm doing fine. In all honesty, I've never been as close to my great-grandfather as my father and grandfather. Given his age, he already wasn't speaking much by the time I was around.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, alright? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around.
Someone's a lot smarter than I remember. I guess it's been a long time since we last met.
Hey! Paimon's always been smart.
Aha! You know, recently a phrase that Huta always says has been on my mind a lot. Live in life, die in death. But she must be exceptionally busy these days, so I barely see her at all. So how about we all go for a meal together in a few days' time, and when everything's calmed down? Sounds great. I'm free whenever. Then as decided. See you in a few days.
Even though Baiju ruled out God remains as the cause, Paimon still wants to get to the bottom of this Tao Do business. Oh, it's a shame Kuching had to disappear before she could tell us more.
Lanyan seems quite knowledgeable about it too.
True. Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiangling's waiting on us too.
Okay, let's head back. Yeah, something tells me there's like that great grandfather is somehow cursed. Because if the doctors don't know what's going on, it doesn't seem like it's actually like a medical issue, right? It's like a spiritual type of issue instead, which they don't do well with. And they kind of thought like Lanyan might be involved with the curse, but it sounds like she's actually here to kind of mitigate the curse, from what I can tell. And she's helping, and maybe Hu Tao kind of noticed an issue going on and consulted with her friend to kind of help solve the problem. And I guess that's the reason why Hu Tao looks dumb nowadays. Their work. Okay, it's over in this corner.
Ah, you're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token of our gratitude.
No, you shouldn't have. I barely lifted a finger. Well, that gotta be an understatement. I doubt you carried me all the way to Babu Pharmacy by one finger. Arnie Knight, can't thank you enough. Please let us give you something for your efforts.
Paimon thinks you're misunderstanding what that phrase means, but okay.
You'll have to excuse him. I think his efforts to learn the local dialect have fried the language part of his brain.
Alright, well, no more studying for you. Go get some rest. Doctor's orders. And if you take a turn for the worse, get back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
By the way, where did Lanyan go?
Ah, yes. I almost forgot to mention. She said she went to catch up with Director Hu. She told me to pass on the message.
Wait, so she left?
Here, I like 3. Oh, what is this? Is the 7th spring under a new management?
Perish the thought. Miss Yingar had to run an errand, so I'm just watching the shop until she gets back.
Aha, I see. Oh, Miss Temporary New Management. Could I trouble you for 3 boxes of red dust under rolling clouds?
Red dust under rolling clouds. I think that rings a bell. Not a scent the average young lady would choose, though.
Correct. So you probably won't find it on the shelves. More likely hidden in the corner at the back somewhere. Would you mind digging it out?
Not at all. One moment. Here. Is this what you're looking for? If I'm not mistaken, it's used exclusively for ritual purposes.
Oh. They have a culture, I see. That is not common knowledge.
Let me wrap this up for you.
Wait. I see now. You're from the land lineage of Qingyun Vale, aren't you?
Huh? How can you tell?
Your hairpiece. It's the Jade Plum Wing, one of the 3 immortals of Tao Do. Yeah, I am right. Am I right?
How did... Sorry, who are you?
Hehe. Let's just say I'm a fellow lady of culture. Alas, I'm in a rush today. I'll have to say goodbye for now. Hope we meet again soon, Miss Temporary New Management. That's why this is Ka-Ching's friend, right? Not Hu Tao's friend. This is their first time meeting.
Huh? Grandpa was right. Leo at Harbor is full of hidden talents. I would never have expected the average perfume customer to be so knowledgeable.
Director Who? I gotta say, that outfit looks really good on you.
Why, thank you, Miss Senior. I was procuring some perfume from your fine establishment. Your temporary replacement provided a magnificent service.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Wait, Director Who?
Hey, we're back. Thanks for watching the store, Madame Lan.
Miss Ying-ar, that person you spoke to just now. Who was that?
Hu Tao. Director Hu Tao of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Huh? But I thought she wore the funeral parlor uniform with the Harmony hexagram hat?
I guess she just changed into something more festive for the festival.
Shoot! I was face to face with her, and I had no idea.
I guess she was supposed to be here to meet her.
Sorry, Miss Ying-ar. Something's come up. Please let the others know I had to leave.
Huh? What could possibly be so urgent?
And then she just ran off after Hu Tao. Weird.
Maybe she'll be at the funeral parlor.
Are you going to look for her? If so, could you take this with you? I just found it in the store.
Huh? Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Yeah, well, she definitely makes these. Although, this one's pretty different from the one she made for the street fair. Plus, it has a sigil on it for some reason.
Not the kind of thing you see every day, that's for sure. It could be important, so if it does belong to Madame Lan, I'd like to get it back to her as soon as possible.
Well, then let's head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor again. Whatever it's for, the sooner she gets it back, the better.
Well, we're gonna get to the bottom of what's going on soon.
10 points for agility. Hey, Miss Undertaker! Are Hu Tao and Madame Lan back yet?
Sorry, I'm afraid not.
Really? How strange. They were definitely heading this way. Maybe Hu Tao had another appointment. Any idea where we might find them?
If it was anything business related, I expect the director would have let me know. I was aware she had a meeting earlier today, for instance. But she doesn't keep me informed about her private affairs.
So you're saying Hu Tao is dealing with a private matter?
It's possible. The director seems to have had a lot on her mind lately. In the past, she'd usually show up to work in the mid-morning, but recently she's been getting here before the sun's up. She said she's had trouble sleeping and has been dreaming more than usual.
Trouble sleeping? Are we talking about the same Hu Tao here? That doesn't sound like her at all.
You might want to talk to our consultant, Zhangli. He's closer to her than I am.
Oh yeah, he'll be useful.
Oh, good idea. How did we not think of that? So, where could we find him? Probably sipping tea somewhere, right?
He's just across the road on the second floor, watching an opera. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear it.
That sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, Paimon here's singing! Seems like Zhangli is the only one taking it easy today. Let's go say hi!
Remarkable, Miss Yun. You have breathed fresh life into an old classic. I dare say you surpassed the original. You flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. I'm glad my voice held out. I'm a little bit out of practice.
Nonsense, Miss Yun. You are as stunning as ever. And if that was you out of practice, well, the official Lanturn Rite performance is sure to be truly sensational.
Hey, Zhongli! Hey, Yunjin! How's it going?
Wow, NoukonNeko and Paimon. What a lovely surprise. It's been a long time, old friend.
Oh dear, what a pity. I'm afraid you just missed today's performance. And Miss Yun needs to rest her voice now, or she'll strain it.
Are you here for the opera? Yeah, it's today, Tea Master Louis. These two are good friends of mine. If they'd like to hear me sing a few more minutes, won't do me any harm.
Aw, thanks, Yunjin. But hopefully you don't think we came here just to show up late and demand a private performance.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, I guess you're here for Mr. Zhongli then? Oh, and how might I be of assistance?
Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop. We're trying to return it to her, and all we know is she's probably with Hu Tao. Any idea where Hu Tao might be?
The director of Free Spirit who roams far and wide. She could be most anywhere.
Oh, great. Well, this is just fantastic.
Is something important? The thing that she left behind, I mean?
That's the thing. We don't know what it's for, but we want to get it back to her as soon as possible just in case she really needs it.
Here it is.
Oh, goodness! That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a pentad rattan?
A tad for 10? So you recognize this?
Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the Feiyun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill. They say his family found an ominous-looking rattan figure in his bedroom, and there was a pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it. That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life. And based on the description, your rattan figure looks suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... get it away from me! I don't want that thing anywhere near me!
Oh, so rumors are I spread it that far, huh?
Relax, it's fine. This one definitely belongs to Madame Lan. Besides, we've had it on us this whole time and nothing bad's happened to us yet.
And Alan? Came from the Chingyun Vale Artisans Association?
Oh, now that would explain a lot. The Lans of Chenyu Vale practice Chi-Men magic. This pentad fortune conveyance business would be right up their alley. This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lans of Chenyu Vale have a bone to pick with the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
This is like so much speculations and assumptions from about what's going on. I'm surprised that Zhongli hasn't popped in and kind of like mentioned what these dolls are actually for.
What? Will you listen to yourself? You can't seriously believe all that. You'd sooner convince Paimon that Rex Lapis was a slime.
The latter is certainly the more compelling theory. Master Lu, you appear to have been misinformed by these rumors and also failed to notice that the Gunyan sigil on this particular rattan figure.
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli.
This is the sign of Vaisravana, one of the four main exorcism sigils, and the most upstanding and auspicious signs, by no means cursed. As a matter of fact, A series of the fortune coins bearing the exorcism sigils recently entered the circulations in Liyue. I am somewhat surprised you didn't recognize it, Master Lu.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I remember now. And thank you for jogging my memory, Mr. Zhongli. I am humbled by your superior erudition.
Now leave it to Zhongli to correct everybody.
This makes way more sense than Madame Long going around trying to curse people to death.
Guess the rattan figure they found in his lordship room must have been put there by someone in his family to bring good luck.
In that case, there's a good chance Madame Long also purposely left this behind to keep Timea safe and well.
In all likelihood, yes.
Guess we don't need to find her so urgently after all. We were just worried that losing this might have ruined her plans. But that said, what did she need Hu Tao for anyway? And what is Hu Tao up to that's keeping her so busy? Paimon has a bad feeling about it for some reason.
Any ideas, Zhongli? The director's mind is a labyrinth I could not hope to comprehend. She probably has more things she has to think about than the rest of us combined.
Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at night?
She never mentioned that. But as director of the Wangshen Funeral Parlor, she has a solemn duty to balance the forces of life and death in Liyue. I should be surprised and even a little unsettled if she were truly as carefree as she appears. I agree. I've known Hu Tao for a long time now, and for her eccentricities, she takes pride in what she does, and as for her friends, we should just be there for her when she needs us. Indeed, the director's competence is the only reason I can afford to sit here enjoying a fine cup of tea and listening to the opera.
Having a competent boss isn't an excuse to slack off, you know.
I was thinking that Zhongli just means you should have more faith in Hu Tao. There's no need to worry about her so much.
Fair point. Somehow seeing how calm Zhongli is about the whole thing does make Paimon feel much more at ease.
Gitu ought to be out enjoying the festivities. The Lanturn Rite only comes once a year, so make the most of it. If you're still worried, take this. What is it? A fortune coin. It has been recently become customary to give them as gifts. So in spirit of the season, this is my gift to you.
Wow, Zhongli actually left the house with cash? Now this is a Lanturn Rite to remember.
Goodness gracious! Mr. Zhongli, that looks like a very special coin you have there. Is that one of the fabled Rex coins?
Rex coin?
Yes. Look at the design on the face. It's quite different from the typical coins you see in circulation. It appears to be a symbol of Rex Lapis. There's no doubt about it. This is a Rex coin, which means it once passed through the hands of the Lord of Geo himself.
This is simply a curio I picked up from a street vendor, Master Lu. Almost certainly a replica, but I can introduce you to the vendor if you're interested.
Oh, so it's just a souvenir then? I assumed it was a family heirloom of great value.
Haha. NoukonNeko, please take this. May it bring you comfort when your mind is troubled.
So it's an anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
Ah, well, even if the coin itself is a replica, the symbol of Rex Lapis is still genuine. And if the symbol is real, so are its effects. So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you. Mr. Zhongli, would you mind showing me to the vendor from whom you acquired this coin? I wouldn't mind procuring a little of the Lord of Geo's good fortune for myself.
Very well. The walk will do me good. Friends, may we meet again soon. By the way, I'll be performing the sanctification of Taudu on the day of the Lanturn Rite. That's the one I was practicing earlier. It's only a few days away now. I'd be honored if you can come and support me.
Oh, that's what you were singing just now? Paimon definitely wants to hear the full thing. We'll be there. We were actually learning about the 8 adepts earlier, but we never found out who the 3 beasts of Taudu were.
Oh, really? Well, for starters, the 3 beasts of Taudu are known as the 3 mortals of Taudu. They were the lone butterfly, the crimson flame, the jade-plumed silverwing, and the gold-eyed Caledon mare. 3 auspicious beasts, all with the power to take on human form.
Oh, so they really weren't human, huh? The lone butterfly sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what about the silverwing and Celadon mare? What kind of creatures were they?
Silverwing was a swallow, and the Celadon mare was a white horse. Legend holds after purifying Taudu, Silverwing and the Wind Reader went wandering together, but the white horse retreated into seclusion. If you ever read the Moonlight Bamboo Forest, the story mentions a white horse that roamed in Shinchi mountain range, and a lot of people think she was the gold-eyed Celadon mare.
Oh, cool! So, what about the butterfly? What did they get up to?
The lone butterfly gave her life during the purification spell. She was the only one of the 8 to sacrifice herself in this way. Even though the 8 have remarkable powers, purifying a god of Taudu's caliber is no mean feat. They have to resort to a secret art called the 7 and 8 Gates Array. The method involves obstructing one of those gates so the evil can't escape. The lone butterfly was in charge of the gate and was chosen to be obfuscated, but she disappeared from the world in the process.
Oh, that's so tragic.
But all was not lost. According to the legend, Old Man Wu Wang, another one of the 8 who looked up to her a lot, took up her mantle and kept her legacy alive.
Interesting. Huh. And then he taught that to the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, right? Didn't they train under him?
Exactly. And that's where it feels like a fate comes into play. After giving her life to restore order to the realm of the dead, some chance meetings ensure that the future generations continue using her method to guard the border between life and death. So although she herself disappeared from the world, her mission to protect Liyue is still alive and well, thousands of years on. Anyway, that's basically the whole story of how the 8 adepts purified Taudu.
Now we finally have names for the full roster. Thanks, Yunjin.
My pleasure, and I haven't performed this opera in a long time, so I have a fair bit of brushing up to do before I'm ready. Well, don't practice too much, you'll be tired of your voice out. Talk about voice out, man. Just trying to VA for all these characters are tired my voice myself. Yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. See you around. Probably a character that I don't have the voice for.
Hey guys! Are you finally done? I've been waiting forever! Huh? Oh, Xiangling, what are you doing here? Tracking you guys down, obviously. You really made me work for it, too. It's honestly a little rich that you're out here telling everyone else to take care of themselves and keep a good work-life balance when you are apparently too busy to eat. Keep this up and I'll have to drag you to the dinner table and force-feed you my delicious cooking against your will. Here we are. I present to you Chef Xiangling's newest creation, Drunken Plums in Snow. You must be starving, surely. Go on, dig in. Wow, this is so nice of you, Xiangling. Paimon hadn't noticed how hungry she had gotten, but smelling that food is making Paimon ravenous.
We're not gonna get to see the food.
Sounds like you have a tough life, hey Paimon? Sometimes you feast, but sometimes the traveler lets you go hungry. You should ditch the traveler and hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again.
Oh no.
Ooh, now that is a tempting offer.
I'm surprised Paimon doesn't just take it though. At least I never charge you for a single meal. Enjoy watching her eat your whole business into oblivion.
Oh, come on! It's only one extra customer. I was only kidding. I know Paimon loves to eat, but I think it'd take more than food to pry her away from your side. Anyway, enough about that. Time for you guys to eat. Whatever your plans are after this, they'll go much better on a full stomach.
Yep, she's not wrong. Okay, finish with part 1. It is getting kind of late, but I do want to at least finish 2 parts. I mean, we kind of did like the prologue, then part 1. But if I finish part 2, that means I'm a little bit over halfway, meaning I can get done with the next session, with the story at least. So, yeah, and ideally, the faster I can finish, the better. So I'm gonna try to push myself a little bit more. I'm just gonna have to really hard focus. Let's go ahead and fast forward time. And hopefully we can get to the bottom of this whole mystery. It's actually way into morning.
There are leaves.
It's been 2 whole days. Surely Hu Tao must have finished her work by now. Let's go to the funeral parlor and check.
I guess, I was about to say something, but I'm just cut him off. Maybe, is it fast? No, I'm pretty much almost there.
One with nature.
Wait, it's below. Oh, it's right there.
Hey there! It's us again!
Hello, you two. I'm so sorry, but if you're looking for the director, I'm afraid she still hasn't returned.
What? She still isn't back after 2 whole days?
Is that normal?
Not exactly, but it's not unheard of. The director is unpredictable sometimes. She's been known to disappear for up to 2 weeks.
Okay, well, in that case, a couple of days isn't a huge deal. Hu Tao will be Hu Tao.
Oh, it's Gaming. Hey, I spy NoukonNeko and Paimon. And how long has it been? Happy Lanturn Rite.
Oh, hey, Gaming.
Happy Lanturn Rite, Gaming.
So, what brings you here?
I gotta make a delivery to Junyun Vale, and it worked out nicely. So my dad's eager for me to get home for the holidays anyway. So 2 birds with 1 stone.
Hold on. A delivery from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor to Chenyu Vale? Is this for the Feiyun Commerce Guild by any chance?
Wait, what? Have you been learning fortune telling or something? Did you know that?
No. We just ran into Singcho a couple of days ago, so he told us the news.
Whew. Scared me for a second. I thought we sprung a leak and one job that we were specifically told to be extremely hush-hush. But it sounds like you already found out from another source, so we're all good. Miss Undertaker, is everything ready to be loaded up? If so, I'd do a quick inventory count and then we'll be on our way.
The goods are ready for inspection. This way, please.
Wait, Gaming! The last we heard, Baiju was still trying to figure out a way to help Xingqiu's great-grandfather. So, did it not work then?
Oh, Baishu's part is news to me. Anyway, the master from the Fang Yun's Karma's Guild said they just want to ship some items back home to get ahead of the situation. I guess they were hoping for the best and planning for the worst. So don't worry, there's still hope.
Ah, gotcha. Hey, Traveler, do you think we should go see Xingqiu?
Before you run off on a wild goose chase, Master Xingqiu is already back in Qinyun Vale. He and his brother made the trip together. Something about checking if any repairs are needed at the family home.
That doesn't sound promising.
Let's check out with Baiju. Or check in with Baiju.
He's sure to know what's going on.
Alright, I better get moving. Next time we'll go in for dim sum. He always is down for dim sum.
Baiju, what are the chances? We were just about to go looking for you.
A most curious coincidence. He was searching for you too.
I was indeed. Traveler, there's a situation I need your help with.
Has his lordship taken a turn for the worse?
No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different situation. It's about Chi-Chi.
Oh, something happened to Chi-Chi?
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with her? Has she passed out too?
She still hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left, and she was supposed to return the same day.
Oh, maybe all the mountain climbing slowed her down. Or maybe she got bored of work and turned it into a vacation.
Given Chi-Chi's unique condition, we always make sure to write the agreed return time in her notebook.
There's a row in the notebook which says, not finding herbs? Okay. Getting home late. Not okay. But she's now over a day late and no signs of herbs. So it was okay to not find herbs, but getting home late is not okay. So no matter what, she has to be there back on time.
Yikes! Has this ever happened before?
Never. Hence our concern that something's happened to her. So he posted a commission at the Adventurers Guild yesterday.
But I've dealt with many adventurers in the past, and they don't always fill me with confidence. So I'm not comfortable leaving the search for Chi-Chi to them alone.
Neither am I. This morning, some of the adventurers were back, already saying they found the place where Chi-Chi went missing, but got spooked because it was haunted. Needless to say, they did not catch a glimpse of Chi-Chi herself.
In short, right now, you are the only person I feel I can trust completely.
Where did you send her to go herb gathering?
Wuwang Hill, in the Qingsa mountain range.
Doesn't that sound familiar?
Kingsa again, huh?
Indeed. It's looking increasingly likely that something untoward has happened up there. I saw 2 new patients yesterday. Their symptoms were identical to those present in Timaeus and his lordship.
We can discuss that later. Right now, we should go.
Yep, finding Chi-Chi is the #1 priority right now. We'll update you as soon as we can.
Thank you both. I'm counting on you.
Funeral Parlor has no master. Yujing Terrace calls the... Try to... Yeah, sometimes when I put my own stream up, that makes it so I can actually catch a couple of things I might miss. Okay. Let's go ahead and zip all the way over there and look for Chi-Chi. A new mail. It's because it's a new day. thank you. Oh, it's just a little warning that this event that I'm currently doing is almost over, so make sure you get it done. That's why we're here. Darkening.
Is it just Paimon, or is this place creepier than ever? Paimon really hopes Chi-Chi's okay.
Yeah, that's quite a change.
Light it up!
Pretty sure that's not supposed to be here either.
I'm out of here!
Wind Strider. Time to go. As one with wind and cloud. Tcha! Tcha!
Look! It's another one of Lan Yan's rattan figures! Does that mean she's been here?
Probably, and likely with Hu Tao.
Just what are they up to? Oh, Paimon's got it! They came here to go ghost hunting! The people from the Adventurers Guild did say Wuwang Hill was haunted. Hu Tao knows all about ghosts, and Lan Yan's rattan figures have all those witness sigils on them. So she must know what she's doing too!
Then, what happened to Chi-Chi?
One second, Oh, okay. Hear Paimon out. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast, and so she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost.
Ghost hunters. And Chi-Chi is a zombie. Well, Hu-Tao knows Chi-Chi, right? So she would know not to attack her. But Lan Yan know that too? Well, she's with Hu Tao. Yeah, it's a perfectly logical argument, but somehow still not credible.
All right then. Well, let's keep looking for clues. We'll see who's right soon enough. Huh? What was that sound? Ah! Ghost incoming!
Hold up, it's me. I was not expecting Yolan.
Yelan, what are you doing here? We were told this place was haunted. Well, guess it kind of was, just not by ghosts apparently.
Hee. That's right. I managed to scare off a few rookie adventurers, but it looks like you're not easy to spook. Anyway, don't go any further. There's danger up ahead.
But we have to find Chi-Chi. She went missing around here and she could be in danger.
I'm aware of the situation. My contracts in the Adventurers Guild filled me in. Found an herb gathering basket partway up the mountain. Possibly it belonged to Chi-Chi, but I don't think she's here anymore.
Huh. What makes you so sure?
Because I scoured the whole place looking for clues. That's how I know that the immediate area is safe, but beyond this point, I can't be sure. So you're here looking for Chi-Chi as well? No. I'm investigating the unknown disturbance here. About a month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs noticed an unusual spike in the number of elderly people seeking medical care in Shinshi village. Plus, they all seem to be suffering from an unknown illness.
Baiju noticed that too. He's convinced that something's up in Chingsa village.
Actually, we discovered the source of the problem isn't Chingsa village, but where we are now, Wuwang Hill. The village isn't far from here, and the elderly residents are particularly vulnerable, which is why they are born to be brunt of it.
Huh. The plot thickens.
I bet Hu Tao and Lan Yan knew something.
Probably. If only we knew where the heck they'd gone.
I might have some idea.
Really? So where are they?
Somewhere difficult to reach. For now, you should come with me and we need to speak with Ningguang.
What? Why?
Don't act surprised. I just shared top secret information with you. Surely you don't think I will let you walk away.
What are you gonna do?
I'm kidding. Ningguang is very aware of the situation with Director Who and everything. I've seen suggest that Lanyan and Kichi has ended up in the same place as her. Come on, Ningguang will explain everything. Something big happening secretly. We're finally gonna get some more information on it, probably, because Ningguang would know everything, right? Part of her work to know everything. Let's forget how to get there. Okay, so let me go back this way. Follow the line. There should be a huge stair going upwards, right? Yep. Go all the way around. Then up.
Make my escape.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
It might be actually faster. Well, actually, I think it's still fine. This group's fine. I just need to use my beak a bit more for traveling, which I'm just not used to doing. Oh, that's not it. In the past, I would say no way. I mean, I wish I'll be happy to join you, but I'm not about to tell my crew they won't get to go home for the festival this year. That's all it goes without saying. Unlike what I hope you're going to say next. Haha, you sure have a way with words. Alright, fine. It's a yes. The Gate of Fright, Gunyun Stone Force. Yeah, I'll handle it. Knew I can count on you, Captain Beidou, to answer the call of duty. Save the compliments. Just make sure you pay my crew properly. It's Lanturn Rite, so they'll be expecting 5 times their usual rate. Huh? That's the deal is sealed, and then the trap is sprung. Well, you got me now. So, what about your share, How much will you rob of me? Oh, please. Firstly, no one can rob Ting Kwang. Not even me. And secondly, keep my share. It's my gift to you. Go buy yourself a new hairpin with it. Saves me a trip to the market, right? Haha. Oh hey, NoukonNeko and Paimon.
Ahoy there, Captain Beidou!
Ah, little Paimon. That bright-eye enthusiasm is exactly what Ningguang needs. She's conscripting you, by the way. Got some real back-breaking work lined up for you.
What?
Sorry, I gotta dash. See you around, folks. Like she's doing something important too. Oh yeah, and happy Lanturn Rite. Everybody's busy. Yelan clearly knows me well. She brought you two here without needing me to say a word. Beto said you were constricting us? Beto never passes an opportunity to wisecrack at my expense. She's not exactly wrong, is she? NoukonNeko and Paimon's actually been there before. That makes them the perfect candidates.
Been where? Where's there?
I know you were looking for someone, and I don't wish to waste your time, so I get straight to the point. From what I understand, Director Hu Tao, Miss Chichi, and Miss Yelan are currently stranded inside the border.
Border? The border? That border?
Oh, the border that seals evil? Yes, that border. The border between life and death.
Whoa. When did you find out about the border? Wait, and how did you know we'd been there before?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, right. Literally your job to know that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Good job.
How are you sure they're at the border? Time is limited. Can't go into full detail, but let me give you a brief bit of background on the current situation. 1 month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs became aware of an unusual illness affecting the elderly in Quince. Quinta? Oh god, I forgot what they call it already. I need to hear it again until I can't remember what it's called, but... Or Quinsa, one of those. A couple of weeks later, Director Hu came to report a potential disturbance in the border. The Ministry of Civil Affairs investigated and sure enough found an ominous presence on Wu Wang Hill. And 3 days ago, Hu Tao come to us again, and this time to update that she's now ready to go to the border and investigate the situation in full. We had all agreed to meet again yesterday, but she failed to show up. That's why I sent Yelan to investigate further. Director Hu's last known location is Wu Wang Hill. Same goes for Chi-Chi and Len Yan. I'm sure about 90% sure that all three of them are stuck in the border.
If even Hu Tao can't get out, there must be something seriously wrong.
Now that you know the situation, are you willing to travel to the border and rescue Hu Tao in company? Your prior experience exploring that realm makes you our best hope.
Of course! If our friends are in trouble, we'll help however we can. But there's one problem. Last time we went to the border, Hu Tao led the way. We don't know how to get there on our own.
I'm guessing Ningguang already thought of that? Seek assistance from the Conqueror of Demons at Wangshu Inn. Who show you the way?
Oh, Xiao, of course!
Yeah, you would know. Yeah, Yelan was preparing to travel to the border herself before you two entered the picture. So naturally, he has been briefed on the situation. Understood. We'll head out right away. Animal Zhao content. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen him. Has it been a whole year? I guess it has been a whole year. This rescue mission is the utmost importance. Director Hu must be brought back safe and sound. Well, consider it done. Then I'll wait for the good news. We got lucky. If I've gone, I don't know what my chances would have been. But don't go putting your feet up just yet. Yelan, I'm afraid I have another mission for you. Yeah, I figured that might be the case. What's the situation? The gate array. We now found the location of the gate of life. Concealment, fright, and injury. Is that right? Kachin and Ganyu handle the gates of life and concealment, and Captain Beidou has agreed to take on the Crux Fleet to guard the gate of fright. That leaves the gate of injury. I racked up my brains, and other than the Conqueror of Demons, I can't think of anyone more suitable for you to for this one than you. Oh? I see. It's in the chasm. That's right. As for the remaining 4 gates, we are working to calculate their positions. Based on what we know of the race so far, it shouldn't take long now. When I last saw Director Hugh, he said if the worst comes to worst, activating the 7 and 8 gates array might be our only option. But if you have doubts, I would like to hear them. I don't know much about this magic array, but doesn't it involve an obfuscation of one of the people involved? Oh, somebody has to be sacrificed? Sigh. So that's what troubles me too. Let's continue this discussion another time. Yeah, was it the butterfly? Someone got sacrificed. One of the Adepti. Seal. That gate. And they would have to do that again. But not only that, wouldn't it also seal whoever's in it as well? Okay, time to go see Zhao.
Xiao, you're already here!
It's you two. Where's Yolan? There has been a change of plan. Do you have any idea how dangerous this mission is?
We'll be fine! Danger's never stopped the traveler before, has it?
The border between life and death is a treacherous place at best of time, and the recent disturbances will only make it more so. You will face great peril at every step of the way. Well, there are people stranded there. You have to get them back.
Exactly! Plus, we made a promise to Ningguang.
Please, go back and tell them to send Yulan instead. What? Why?
What? Are we not good enough?
I would feel more comfortable sending Yulan. She is privy to the secret arts practiced by her clan. Plus, she has extensive experience in battle. If anything were to happen to NoukonNeko...
Oh, so you're just worried for his safety. Wait, but he has extensive experience in battle too. Come on, think of something.
Yeah, I get that he's worried, but we're the best candidates for this. We promised Zhongli we would go.
Huh? What do you...
Shows Zhao the coin from Zhongli. Oh, that's quite the lie, but I guess we need to do that to convince him.
Oh, yeah. So, this is a protective talisman that Zhongli gave us. It even has the symbol of Rex Lapis on it. See?
I mean, at least probably got the hint.
He said we'd better get Hu Tao back, safe and sound, or there will be consequences.
Your attempts to mislead me are futile. This coin is clearly a counterfeit. It carries only the symbol of Rex Lapis and none of his power.
Oh, drat! Zhongli swindled us!
What's worrying you, Zhao? fear that bad karma I carry will only disturb the border further. So while I can show you to the entrance, I cannot venture inside with you.
Oh, so that's what this is about? You're worried that you won't be able to rescue us if something bad happens, huh? Paimon can understand, but still.
So I guess he's just here to briefly show the way. I'm not the one you should be worried about.
Right! Hutao understands the border better than anyone. Without her, no one has a clue how to handle this situation.
Plus, we've been there before.
Yep, that makes us the second most experienced border goers after Hutao.
I will be honest, I kind of forgot how this all went back then. I'm pretty sure I did it. It's been so long I forgot. How many years has it been since we've done this with Hutao? Or wouldn't it be funny if it was like a character story that I didn't cover before? But I'm pretty sure I covered a lot of character stories back then. I would have done at least this one. Well, dare to trust us. Very well, then hold tight. Are we flying over there on like Zhao's back?
Whoa, that was fast.
The border should be nearby.
So, do you know the spell to open the border?
No. Balancing the forces of life and death has always been the Wangsheng's Venerable Brawler's domain. I am not familiar with their craft. Since the border has been disrupted, bitter is leaking out. We simply need to find where the leak is. That will be our entrance. Evil conquering.
That was amazing! So you can see Fetter?
With my adeptus perception, I can sense the presence of the normal. Whether it is a fetter or not, we shall see soon enough. Let's go. Oh, that trace? So we'll follow. Oh, I have to spell it with the ball. Oh, I should also change this. Okay, wait. Ball. I don't see another option. Am I supposed to pick up something else first? I just realized I'm dying. Oh, it's because I forgot that Zhao, when he uses his ability, he loses health. But I mean, yeah, he loses health, but he can get it back by defeating enemies. But I need to move quick. Okay. It's that way, right? Or did I go the wrong way? Wait, did I go the right way or did I go the wrong way? So I'm pretty sure I went from that direction, right? So this has to be the right way. Oh, but it's kind of flowing this way. Oh, there it is. It's kind of hard for me to see. This is the place.
It was Fetter you saw back there after all.
As I said earlier, this is as far as I can accompany you. or I risk doing more harm than good. You'll be on your own from here. Oh, don't worry, we'll be okay. Lean your head for a second. Kubadar Haka. Ha.
Huh? What did you do?
Place a witness seal on your forehead so you can share my powers of perception. Now you'll be able to see the fetter. There's no knowing what things are gonna like in there, so hopefully this will help. But when you find them, call my name. I will open a passage and pull you out.
Thanks, Xiao. You've thought of everything. Back in a jiffy.
Be extremely careful. Into the portal I go to. Turn to the once familiar place. You find it afflicted by a calamity of unknown origin, such that even the director of Wangshin Funeral Parlor herself has been trapped within. If you choose to venture deeper, you must proceed with the utmost caution. Wait, before I go in, I just wanted to know. Okay, I don't see any character quests for Huta, so definitely for sure, I must have done this for sure before. It's just been so long since I've done it, I forgot. I think it was even way back before I even started streaming any of the Genshin stuff, so I wouldn't have any Odvans to kind of refer to.
Paimon kinda recognizes this place from last time, but something feels different.
You know, this kind of feels like place in Baldur's Gate that I've been to. The Temple of Ball. Okay, how do I use it?
Burn it down.
Again? I guess the first time didn't work, but okay.
Light it up.
Yeah, right. Clouds high, the birds call.
The path ends here. Should we jump down? Isn't that how we did it last time?
I really don't remember this at all. Not at all. I guess it does lead down here. It's been so long.
Huh. We're nearly at the end, right? How come we still haven't found them yet? Also, it's kind of hard to tell that there's been a huge disaster here. It seems just as serene as last time. Maybe try using Xiao's ability.
Okay, saw something here. To go up that way?
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Oh, I can't actually climb here, so maybe not that way. Actually, it's flowing down this way, isn't it? Here?
Wind Strider.
Hey, that's one of Madame Lon's rattan figures. It just ran away. Let's go after it.
I actually didn't catch it running away. What? So we went this way though. Hmm? Did it not?
Time to go.
So I'm gonna go back this way. So maybe I missed where it went. Oh, it was right there. Okay, okay. Oh, I actually have to catch it.
The rattan figure is covered in feather. How did that happen? Let's see if there are any more.
Time to go.
Okay, so I just need to look for more traces. I don't see any more. Maybe it's just up ahead. Wait. It's down this way.
Yeah! Burn it down! Can't catch me!
Into the wind.
Here. Okay, now I see it.
Why would Madame Lan leave her rattan figures here? It's like she's using them to cast some sort of spell. Well, if there's two, Paimon bets there's gotta be more.
Or where else would it be? So, we're here? What? Pretty sure I did this one already.
Wind Strider.
Attacking it doesn't seem to be doing anything anymore, especially when I already did it already. How about the other one? The other one wasn't like that, right? Wait, there's something over here. Okay, here's the other one.
Time to go.
Just a little more. Okay, so what now?
What's going on? Where is this? Oh, is this what the border actually looks like now? It's horrific. Get ready to jump again.
Is it that bad? I guess it looks a little more dead now. So was what we were seeing earlier just an illusion? Oh, it's nice when they have the little icon for the chest. Oh wait, don't have to worry about missing it.
Time to go.
I'm sleepy. Don't fall asleep, Chi-Chi. You already absorbed too much fetter. If you fall asleep, you'll never wake up again. But so sleepy. I'm getting sleepy too.
Focus on my voice, Chi-Chi. You are not feeling sleepy. You are the most awake person in the whole world. Even if everyone else falls asleep, you are going to stay wide awake.
Oh world. Asleep? Chi-Chi? Awake? That's impressive. I didn't know hypnotism worked in reverse.
Even so, it doesn't really solve anything.
Hang in there. I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit. Want to close my eyes and dream.
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
You dream, huh? Alright, Chi-Chi, let me help you with that. Now listen closely. This is how your dream's going to go. Picking herbs in the blazing sun, Chi-Chi wipes her brow. Picking herbs. Chi-Chi. She finds a temple on the hill and goes to seek the Tao. Temple on a hill. An old priest greets her at the door. Surprise! Her name is Hu Tao. Hu Tao? She grabs young Chi-Chi with both hands and buries her deep underground by Rex Lapis. She'll never be found. No! Don't bury me! Help! That would be one thing she's afraid of. Not so sleepy now, are you? No. Wide awake with fright. Oh no, what's that?
Drat! Hu Tao, we've got a problem. Somehow they've broken through my illusion.
The monsters, you mean? Monsters.
Don't be afraid, Chi-Chi. We'll protect you.
Oh, it's just us.
Chi-Chi! Oh, thank goodness we finally found you.
Right? Or did she talk about something else? What the? Oh, so it was you guys. NoukonNeko. Paimon. So that was illusion to trick monsters from not going in the hole? Is that what it is?
Oh, you frightened me for a second. I thought my illusion had been undone by a bunch of monsters. How did you find this place?
Let me guess. The Ting Huang sent you. I knew she'd act if I missed our meeting.
Wow, so Hu Tao really planned ahead. She knew someone would come after her.
It's dangerous here. Time to get out.
It's not as simple as that. This place is changing constantly. Director Hu has found the exit plenty of times, but it would always close before we can get to it.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Ciao. You found them? Oh, the Conqueror of Demons is coming. Why, thank you. No need. I'll open the passage now. Monsters!
Drat! They must have sensed the new way out.
Let them come. It's their funeral. Courtesy of Director Hu. This will take a minute or so. I'll help too. I guess I get to control them. I do get to control them. I get to control all of them.
Closing in. Ills be gone.
So I don't know actually how to use her quite a bit yet. And I don't know how to use you yet either. Which I don't know how that works completely. Oh, okay. I thought that was like a altar to deaths, but not really. Oh, can't forget about Chi Chi.
Winning box of Adepti tricks. Higher, hands on fire.
Oh, am I timed? I just need to defend for a certain amount of time.
You see, Xiao? Told you we'd be fine.
I'm glad you made it out.
Excuse me, sir, but are you the legendary conqueror of demons?
You may spare the formalities. Is everyone okay? We're alright, but Chi-Chi is a little too much better. Well, start from the beginning. What exactly happened? I was picking up herbs and I saw a hole. I tried to block the hole, but instead I fell in.
There's clearly something special about Chi-Chi. If I'd absorbed that much fetter, I don't think I'd still be around to tell the tale.
Chi-Chi's condition is certainly unique, but regardless, this is still a risky call.
Well then, let's get her to Boo Boo Pharmacy, shall we?
I'll take her. Your work's still not done, so you should return to Yunjing Terrace.
Oh, true. We shouldn't keep Ningguang waiting any longer. She's probably as stressed as a slime in a hot spring by this point, right?
That's an interesting way to put it. Well, I highly doubt it.
Okay, well, we can discuss that later. Let's just head back.
Yeah, she'll still probably be relieved to see us back. Let me just zip my way back over here. I think it might be faster if I go from up here and jump down rather than trying to go all around to look for that huge set of stairs. One thing you gotta watch out for is fall damage. You can't let yourself hit the ground too hard. Suffer when you're slamming down.
Ningguang! We got everyone back safely!
Impressive work, NoukonNeko. You were even quicker than I expected.
Paimon thought you'd be super anxious having to wait for us here at Yujing Terrace, but you seem as calm as ever.
See? And you thought she'll be hopping around like a slime. If I can't trust you, then I really don't know who I can turn to. My apologies, Lady Tingwan. I promise I'm not usually late for our appointments, let alone by a whole day. Hope you can understand. No apologies necessary. Director who? It was my mistake letting you go to the border by yourself. Don't say that. Even I didn't think the situation would get this bad. Well, how bad is this bad? I'd like to know too, how dangerous is the situation we face? And how does it compare to the previous case? Way worse. Like way, way worse.
Huh? So this isn't the first time? I've never heard of this happening before.
Well, don't forget, the border isn't part of the natural landscape. It's more like an old house that is gradually falling apart. So it requires maintenance every once in a while, sometimes every few centuries, sometimes every decade or so. Of course, this is the responsibility of the Wangshin Funeral Parlor. But in the past, though, the worst, it got a few federal leaks. That's easy to fix with our secret arts. It burns all away, no problem. But this time is different. Inside the border, it's like the whole world has been turned upside down. Do you have any idea what the cause might be? Not so far, no. Maybe it's the abyss? I doubt it. I haven't found any traces of abyssal activity.
You're thinking about Natlan, right? It did feel kind of similar, but not exactly the same. Is Lily's border anything like the Night Kingdom in Natlan?
Do they even know about that at all? Ah, yes, I heard a little about the crisis there. As far as I understand, the Night Kingdom is a true realm of the dead, while the border is more like a boundary world between life and death. Yep. It's a democratization line. Life on one side, death on the other. So if the border fails, souls will pour out, and the whole thing becomes a chronic mist of life and death. Just like what happened all those millennia ago.
No wonder so many people have been aging faster than normal.
It's a symptom of death encroaching on the world of the living.
Then what should we do now?
Burning away the fetters won't do any good, because the issue is the border itself. Hey, Tingwan, any progress in the 7 and 8 gates method I mentioned last time? Yes, we reduced the location of the 4 gates. Should be able to pinpoint the rest of the array before long. Whoa, already? Tingwan doesn't mess around. Several strokes of luck were involved. Our nation is blessed with good fortune.
Wait a second. That gates method you mentioned. Are you talking about the one from the sanctification of Tao Du?
That's the one. Seen the state of the border. Can't think of any other way to fix it besides a complete do-over.
Do-over? You mean make a whole new border?
No, not the whole border. Just the part that's been giving us grief. Which is just as well as reconstructing the whole thing would be much more difficult. Is the 7 and 8 gates method? The 8 gates refer to 8 key nodes and leeway key ley lines. Life, death, repose, concealment. Wait. Concealment, initiation, terrain, fright, and injury. They can be used to direct the ley line's energy. 7. That's a requirement for activating the arrays. The Ray Masters will select one gate from the 8 to subdue evil, cutting off its exit path by using the ley line's power to obfuscate themselves.
What do you mean, obfuscate?
As in, disappear from the ley lines completely, never to be seen again, taking the banished evil along with them.
So someone has to die for this to work? But you can't seriously be considering this.
Now, don't worry. That's a traditional interpretation, but people just assume that because the lone butterfly sacrificed herself. But let's not forget, they were purifying a whole god. As bad things are now, it's still far a cry from what they had to deal with. Besides, the border isn't completely ruined. We're really only fixing one part of it. If you ask me, as long as the Array Master can withstand a huge blast of fetter, they'll be just fine. Oh? Do you have any proof to back up that statement, Director Who? My proof is I know most about life and death about out of everyone here, unless anyone want to refute that or dispute that. God. No one. Okay, good. Looks like we are all in agreement. In that case, we can plan our next steps as soon as the Tingwan has found the remaining 4 gates. Direct to who? Something to add, Lady Tingwan? No, there's something else I would like to talk about or ask about, but it might not be might be my place to do so. If you do not wish to answer, then please pretend I never said anything. Sure, what is it? Do you believe today's border crisis could have anything to do with the Wu Wang Hill disaster from a decade ago? What happened a decade ago?
Huh? There was a disaster at Wuwang Hill? What happened?
Some sort of natural disaster, wasn't it? There used to be a village there, but then there was a flood or something. It took a lot of lives, and all the survivors moved away. But that doesn't explain how Wuwang Hill became the dark and gloomy place it is today. Maybe there was more to it.
Phew. No, Lady Tingguang. I don't think those two events were related. Excellent. Well, that puts my mind at ease. Everyone, let's meet here again in 2 days. Should know know the location of the rest of the gates by then. Alright. Well, I've still got a lot of preparations to make, so I'll be heading back to the funeral parlor for now.
Sounds good. If we're all done here, I'd better get going too.
Wait, Long Yan. Paimon meant to ask, how did you know where to find Hu Tao? Did you already know something was wrong with the border?
Oh, that. Yeah, I definitely owe you an explanation. Why don't you meet me at the Adventurers Guild later? I just need to write a letter to my family first. I want to let them know I'm fine. And I also have some questions I want to ask them.
Alright, then we'll see you at the Adventurers Guild.
Okay, let's go ahead and head over there. Get to finally learn a little bit more about her. There's still a lot of mystery around her. The only thing we learned so far is that she can do some crazy illusions with her abilities.
Traveler! Paimon! Over here! Perfect timing. I literally just posted my letter. Anyway, back to your question. Let me guess. You're probably thinking I predicted the border crisis with some kind of mysterious magic.
Well, yeah! Aren't the Lawns of Chen Yu Vale all experts at Qi-Men divination or something?
No, that's simply not true. Yes, the Qi-Men arts have been practiced in my clan for many generations. And yes, Wind Reader is listed as one of our ancestors in the genealogy. But my family are only distant relatives. We branched off from the main family line long ago. By my grandpa's generation, the only Qi-Men he knew was a few parlor tricks. Put it like this. My grandpa makes a living telling fortunes in Yilong Wharf. But I'm making more than him just selling my handmade arts and crafts.
Huh. So why exactly did you come to look for Hu Tao?
Because Grandpa's readings have gone sideways recently. The romance and career fortunes are doing okay. But when it comes to longevity, everyone's readings suddenly saying they only have a few years left to live. It gave Grandpa quite a fright.
Yeah, that would be kind of scary. Like the end is coming.
Fearing backlash from his clients, he closed shop and shut himself away at home, trying to divine an answer to the strange readings. But after days and nights of divination, the only clue he got was Wangshang Funeral Parlor. Right around that time, I happened to receive an invitation. from the Ministry of Civil Affairs to organize a street fair. So I figured I might as well drop by the funeral parlor to see what Director Who might know about all this.
Oh. Wait, so your grandpa's divinations were correct all along, weren't they? The longevity readings were affected by the border crisis, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the answer, because they can fix it!
It's certainly looking that way. Apparently every soul in Liyue is now living under the creeping shadow of death. But so far, we are the only ones in the know.
I have another question. What's the deal with these Rattan figures?
Wait, that's the one I left at Miss Ying'ar's shop. It's actually a product of genuine Chiman art. It's engraved with an exorcism sigil to absorb inauspicious energy in their owner's place, so they won't come to harm. I had no idea you'd been holding on to it all this time. I guess it was meant to be. You're more than welcome to keep it if you like.
So it was almost like a little decoy.
When I first arrived at Liyue Harbor, I passed by a large house and felt a chill go down my spine. So I made a rattan figure and gave it to the young master there. Later on, I also sensed something similar around Timaeus, so I made another one and left it at Scent of Spring. Then I followed Director Who to Wuwang Hill, only to find she disappeared without a trace. While I was searching the area, I found Miss Chi-Chi. She was stuck in some kind of crevice, and she seemed to be blocking something from coming through.
So everything was just coincidence where she went.
When I tried to pull her out, we both got pulled into a cold, dark place, which I soon discovered was the border. We wandered around aimlessly for a while, until we ran into Director Who. She'd lit some incense and was burning Feder left and right with a flaming staff.
Huh. I mean, I thought she chased after Who, but you know, you would think Who should be ahead of her, but somehow she ran to Chi-Chi first.
But there was just too much. There was no way she could hope to get rid of it all. Worse still, the Feder blocked off the way we'd come in, trapping us inside. Thank goodness you came to our rescue.
Whew, what an ordeal! Still, your family sounds more impressive than you let on. Didn't you use some kind of illusion magic in the border?
Yes. Actually, that and the rattan figures are things I learned from one of my cousins in the main branch of my family. She's been practicing the Chiman art since she was little. She's also the one I posed some questions to in my letter back home.
Questions about the 7 and 8 gates method?
Wow! Good guess. Yes, I want to know for sure whether sacrificing one of the participants is a necessary part of the method or not. I figured she might know.
Huh? But Hutao already told us it won't come to that. She said we just need to make sure the person can withstand a strong blast of Feder.
I certainly hope that's true, but I can't help but feel uneasy about it. I haven't known Director Who for long, but I get the sense that she prefers to keep the truth bottled up sometimes. Sure, she talks a lot, and isn't afraid to broach dark and uncomfortable topics, but she really hasn't said much in the way of her own private thoughts. It's like she's already got a plan, and is keeping it to herself.
As if maybe she's trying to sacrifice herself?
You mean, you think she lied to us?
I wouldn't call it lying per se, but remember when the Tianquan asked about the incident at Wuwang Hill from a decade ago?
Yep. Hutao said that it doesn't have anything to do with what's happening now. Are you saying they actually are related?
Do you know anything about what happened back then, Lanyan?
I just heard that there was a flood. But given everything that's going on, I think it likely had to do with the border as well. That would at least explain the strange weather going on at Wuwang Hill. I remember my cousin saying that around that time, the Wangsheng funeral parlor set up an altar on top of the hill. I just assumed it was for a funeral.
But now, I can't help but wonder if it was some sort of ritual to try and fix the border. Anyway, the ceremony was hosted jointly by two former directors of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, namely Hu Tao's father and grandfather.
Oh, really? Hu Tao's never mentioned her dad to us before. How strange. So you think there's more to the story, huh?
Yeah, but since she brushed it aside when the Tianquan asked her about it, I don't see how I can broach the topic. I've only known her for a few days.
Yeah. Well, since she's the director now, it kind of makes you wonder what happened to her father and grandfather. Guess we should talk to Hu Tao ourselves.
Huh? You think we should ask her about it? But she's never opened up to us about family stuff before. What if she shuts us out?
Then that's her choice. All we can do is try. You can keep poking her until she tells us the truth.
Hey, that isn't very nice. Alright, let's go find her and take it from there.
Does that have to try? Okay. Go ahead and... Is it hi? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just at the parlor itself. It's this way. There she is.
Hotel!
NoukonNeko, Paimon, what's up? We haven't spoken in 5 minutes and you're missing me already?
Yep, so we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
Something so amazing you wouldn't believe it. But I'm not showing you. Why? Is it a secret photo of me? Sirs, though, you probably shouldn't joke about that. You don't want to jinx it. Jinx it how? Well, the people in this pictures keep appearing in my dreams lately. None of them are around anymore, so keeping you out with the picture is probably for the best. Haha, alright, I'll quit joking around. Here, take a look.
Huh? Wait, are they?
Yeah, when we were just talking about her father and grandfather. Yeah, it's my dad and grandpa. Without this picture, I probably have forgotten about what my dad looked like by now. When he passed, I'm still too young to understand what was going on. Everything I know about my dad, learned from my grandpa. Okay, so her grandpa still lived. So, what happened to him? There was a border incident on Wuwang Hill about a dozen years ago. Dad tried using the act of Homa to burn away the fetter, but he slipped up and suffered a lethal exposure to it. Died on the spot.
That's awful. So, is that what made Wuwang Hill the way it is today?
Yep. His mistake didn't just cost him his life. It took most of the village out and left lasting changes on Wuwang Hill itself. Thankfully, my grandpa managed to deal with the fallout. It's not to say he escaped unscathed. He didn't even make it at 60 before he passed. So your grandpa was affected by the incident with your dad? Well, he never admitted it, of course. Given how fit and healthy he was before that, I wouldn't have expected him to have a few more years in him.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
How could I not? It would be one thing if he was a spoiled brat who never amounted to anything, but he was a genius. He was and still is the best spellcaster in our family for generations. Grandpa always called me gifted for mastering the Wu Sheng arts by the age of 8, but by the time my dad was 8, he was already hosting rituals and soldering feathers all by himself. Fixing the border crisis should have been a piece of cake for him, and he messed up. Who else is there to blame if not him?
But maybe the question is, why did he mess up?
Yeah, it feels kind of something kind of fishy that might have caused him to mess up. Because he was an unworthy director. Every past director has burned away all of their belongings when they passed on, leaving at most 1 or 2 items behind. But my grandpa, for example, left only his hat behind. But my dad left a whole pile of stuff, including the meaningless picture.
But doesn't that show how much he cared?
No, all it shows that he was unable to let go. And the fact that he couldn't let go is precisely why he failed during the ritual. He was too attached to his aging father, his young daughter, and the world where we were all together. That's why he hesitated in the last moment. Because he was afraid to die, lost focus, death won, taking his life and many others. In this line of work, you know better than anyone how hard letting go can be. We see it all the time. As funeral directors, it's the one thing we cannot allow ourselves to fall victim to. Grandpa said, "You live life and die in death." It's the whole basis of the Wangsheng funeral parlor existence. Fortunately, with my dad, these teachings went in one ear and out the other. He really let everyone down.
You don't need to be so hard on him. Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
You're missing the point, my little Paimon. It's precisely because he's my dad that I choose not to hold back. There isn't a father in the world who would disapprove of their daughters being outspoken. Because a father's biggest fear is once he's not around anymore, his daughter would never get to be that carefree, sassy little kid ever again. So I'm gonna keep talking trash about him all I want. And on the off chance he ever overhears me, I know he will take some comfort from knowing that I never stopped just being myself. Living my life my way. Anyway, so that's a brief history of the Wu Wang Hill for you. Anything else on the agenda? Well, thank you for being so open with us. Hey, do you think I would hide it from you? Nah, we're better buds than that. Plus, you did just rescue me from the border, so I owe you big time. Answering your questions seemed like the least I can do.
Alright, in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Yes. In my highly professional opinion, yes.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
Try not to dwell too much on all this stuff, okay? Still 2 days to go, so check out the street fair and enjoy yourself. Consider yourself, remember, gotta keep a reasonable work-life balance. See you at Yunjin Terrace in 2 days. This time, I'm gonna turn death to ashes. That's the end of part 2. Story has 4 parts in total, so we're pretty much halfway at this point. And those next two parts will be for the next part of the stream I would do next time. So right now is late. I did say doing another part was stretching it, and definitely was. But it's good amount of progress, and it's, you know, I'm guessing how many days I have left to do this and how many times I usually would stream. It feels like I have to do it pretty much to be able to complete it by then, before this event ends. So should be more than on track at this point. Missions? Oh, guess I finished commissions for today. Is there anything else? Oh, I need to talk to Catherine.
Add Thank you for
Okay, now we're good. It's probably just telling us about the mini games, but again, I'll worry about these all later. Right.
Many
With that,
insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
with that, I think we are good for today. Since again it's very late for me, I do need to get my sleep. So, and my voice, oh my god, is you know, is taking the brunt of the whole voice acting strike going on. Having to do all the reading myself. It was kind of fun for like speaking for certain characters, but obviously it's just a lot to kind of do on your own. So yeah, I definitely need to get some rest. Hopefully by the next time I stream, I'll be ready. Yeah, I tried to recover my voice as much as possible. But anyways, thanks for hanging around, and hopefully I see you guys around in the future. NoukonNeko signing out. Bye bye. Whew, that was a lot of reading today. Yeah, yeah, my voice doesn't recover by then I would have to probably switch languages. Maybe back to Japanese. Because I did that before when I said there wasn't voice acting, but I kind of regret that sometimes because I feel like there is some VA still happening, and I do still want to hear those when possible. There is a lot of characters at this point that is missing compared to like Natland, so a lot to kind of get through, and it does take a lot longer to get through when you have to read in every single one of these dialogues. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm actually get through half the event, so it might be fine for the rest of it. Again, I think it really depends on my voice, but also I kind of feel like I feel a bit unusual today, and the rest of my family are kind of getting sick, and I wouldn't be surprised if I might have caught something as well. I'm just a little bit tired because of that, but it could mean there's more symptoms to come. But again, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'll try to stream tomorrow, but if I end up being a little more ill than what I have been today, then you probably know why I have to wait till a day to continue the stream. But I think it'll be fine. I'm trying not to jinx it though. But anyways, yeah, the more rest I get, the more better, I think. So again, thanks for hanging around. Bye bye.